now to cook up something that is quick, that is easy, that is fast, and a little bit crazy. Dump
dinners.
Just dump dinners.
And dump cakes.
I
never thought we'd be saying that on air, did we? But I mean, the truth of the matter is, don't you guys all remember kind of growing up, your mom used to make casseroles and we would just dump ingredients in? No longer do you have to level things off, pour the exact amount of salt or sugar. If you're baking, you don't have to do the measurements or sift it. Now, the cookbook to rule all cookbooks, over 500 recipes you're getting, and 2 books, you're getting both of them. You don't have to choose. You're going to be able to just dump your food and put it in the oven. So these recipes are absolutely amazing. We're actually gonna make our easy pork chops. This is a casserole with pork chops at the same time. So you're gonna kind of get your starches, your veggies, your proteins. So you're getting a full healthy meal, but all you do is you take, let's say, a can of soup. You see, I didn't have to measure anything. I just literally dumped it in my casserole dish. That's what we mean when we say dump. That's what we're talking about.
Right, not the dump.
No, that's correct, you know.
It's a dump. And you just dumped raw rice
I just
in
dumped a can of soup that was cream of mushrooms. I'm dumping raw rice, it's not instant rice. Right. So you need the liquid, so that soup is gonna serve as the liquid. Then we do our rice. Then I'm just basically taking a bag of frozen peas, and what am I doing with them? I'm dumping them. I don't have to sift it, sort it, I don't have to mix it or measure it. I just dump it all in.
Dump it all in. That's that simple.
A little bit of water.
For $17.95, you get both of these. Even my producer is getting ready to order this because, you know, a lot of times we're just too tired. Yeah. I don't want to follow this big deal recipe.
It's true.
Measure this, do this, grate this. This is dump and go.
Dump and go. And how about the recipes that include something you don't have in your kitchen?
Right.
You know, some kind of a special spice where you have to go through the aisle and pay $4.99 and you're only gonna use one little leaf. No, this is all ingredients you have already in your kitchen. A can of soup, a bag of peas. I mean, whatever.
What I love, look how little and short they are. Look. This is the entire recipe.
Yep. Three steps, basically. Almost all of them are about 3 to 4 steps.
For baked ravioli. Okay, that's all you have to do. There's pictures right here in the middle. You're gonna love the way that this is written. So simple, so easy. Everything about this is all about delicious foods that are very, very easy. So just, you know, when I say this is just an opportunity for you to get something that's quick and easy and looks delicious.
And so look what we did. We did our little casserole on the bottom, then I put my pork chops on the top, and then all I did for seasoning is I sprinkled a packet of pre-mixed French onion soup. You know, in the soup aisle, they have the French onion soup. You sprinkle that over the top. I don't need a bunch of exotic spices.
Smart.
I sprinkle it on the top. I'm gonna take this to my oven, and I'm gonna bring back one through the magic of television that's already done. And it's tasty, Alice.
And this is from the lady who truly, you would know her, Kathy Mitchell, because you've seen her on the infomercial. She's one of the infomercial queens. So she really understands what it takes.
Yes, she does.
You know, to do the shortcuts. That's why dump dinners and dump cakes, you get both of these for what it ends up being like $8.50.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy, right? To get 2 cookbooks right here, right now, that cookbooks that will not sit on your shelf, that you will actually use, and you will use and use and use them. And oh my gosh, what are you
like to
me?
eat? So this is our pork chop that we just did. Remember, it took me about less than a minute to go ahead and prepare it all. And then while you're getting ready, while you're doing other things throughout your day, your food is cooking. It didn't take me an hour to prepare it. I'm gonna give you a knife as well if you wanna cut into that. But that's what we mean. You just dump all the ingredients in, throw it in the oven, and then go live your life. Go play with the kids. Go have a glass of wine. That's what I love about dump dinners and dump cakes. Not just that it has a clever name, but that it makes life easy. And these are with ingredients we all already have.
Oh my gosh, it tastes like you've gone into one of those like Southern restaurants.
Yes.
You know, and
you're home cooking.
Comfort food right there. The flavor. And oh my gosh, it's delicious.
It is, it's tasty, and it's fast. So you know some recipes, they say preparation time, 18 minutes, 19 minutes, 35 minutes. These, the preparation time is literally a minute. You get it out, you dump it in, you put it in the oven. Let the oven do the work. Please have a bite.
I'm trying this, okay.
And now we're gonna do a recipe from the dump cakes. And actually I want your help, but in a minute I'll let you eat your meal.
Okay, just one second.
Yes, tell me how that is. It's tasty. It's like home cooked, that Midwestern, you know what I'm talking about? That home cooked meal that everybody remembers kind of growing up, the casseroles.
Here's what you won't understand until you try it. How much flavor's in that?
Yeah.
That is crazy flavor.
Well, that's...
And you know what you did? You dumped. All you did
took
was
it out and you dumped.
We could all open, okay?
Yeah.
But I don't want to measure and I don't want to grate. And sometimes I just don't want to do the whole food processor, big deal thing. Just open it, dump it in. Okay?
All right, grab that bag of mixed berries, pop it on in this dish here.
Listen, guys, I know almost 1,000 of you have already ordered this. If you're interested in this, it's sold out in one airing, first time we aired it. So it's back. I think it's never been on 2 Flexo.
No,
right?
not to my knowledge.
Never, ever. And it will only be on 2 Flex payments for this hour. So take advantage, 348-256. I love this as a hostess gift.
Yes.
I love this as a gift for anybody. Walk in and go, hey, I brought you something just to dump.
I brought you the dump.
I brought you the dump.
I brought you the dump. So all we did was we dumped our frozen berries. Those come in the grocer's aisle. Most people already have them in their freezer. They don't know what to do with them, right? Now you're gonna make a cake. So we dumped 2 bags of our frozen mixed berries. I literally dumped a box of cake mix. Then I want you to take that soda. This is a can of soda. Now, choose your favorite soda and go ahead and just pour it on top because our cake needs a little bit of liquid, as they do. And you're gonna pour soda on top of your cake. Now this may seem outrageous, but this is gonna be the tastiest, most flavorful cake, and this is our mixed berry cake. You can go ahead and pour the whole thing on there. And that's all we do. We don't mix. We don't have to get out a mixer, wash a mixer. Maybe you don't have a mixer. Maybe you're not somebody that traditionally is a baker.
This is insanity.
You can dump, right? If you don't bake, you can dump.
You don't have to bake anymore. You don't have to cook anymore. You just dump. Just open and dump, and then you're good, okay? And then you do have to open the oven to cook it.
That's right. You have to open the oven. That's correct.
But I can't wait to try this.
But this is what we just made. Remember the can of soda, 2 bags of berries, and a box of the mix, of the pre-made mix. Look what you get. I mean, believe this when I tell you, it is gonna taste like you slaved in the kitchen baking all day long. And look what you have.
It's like your favorite cobbler.
It is, it's that mixed berry
Do you know how many ingredients there are in a cobbler? I mean, I never get the cobbler.
Or you have to be a baker, or you have to be a professional, you have to feel like a professional chef. Not with dump dinners and not with dump cakes. And remember, you're getting both books. How's that? Is it amazing? It's tasty, right?
Because of the cake mix. The cake mix finishes it, and then the berries, because you did them frozen, it softens them. That is so smart.
Yeah, it's
oh my gosh, I heard about this book, but I can't believe how great this is. Now I gotta have it.
All right, now we're making lasagna, okay? Look at my ingredients. I have 4 bags here. 4 bags of ingredients.
This is crazy.
Isn't that amazing? And by the way, when we roll this table out, everything is gone. Yeah, we got to get your book. Let me get your book. I know somebody, all right?
No, the recipe is a cake mix and a soda.
In 3 steps.
And some frozen berries. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
All right, so we're doing lasagna. Wow. This is my favorite recipe. So we do 1 layer of the pre-bought raviolis. So this is just your cheese raviolis. Okay, we're doing the dump lasagna. We do 1 layer of that. Then we're gonna do a little bit of our sauce, okay? This is how easy it is. You just dump it all in there. Then we're gonna do our spinach. You dump your spinach, just layer it on top. So this is our cheesy and spinach lasagna. This is how simple. Imagine making lasagna. You would probably not make lasagna because you felt like you didn't have enough time in the afternoon.
I haven't made it in years.
And then I'm gonna dump some of my cheese on top here. So that's that 1 layer. Now lasagna, as we know, is multiple layers. So we just dump the rest of our ravioli on top. This is how easy it is. We dump it on there. Then we dump our red sauce. Then we take our mozzarella, and Alice is going to town on the dessert.
I'm eating all that topping off.
We dump our mozzarella on
sweet,
top.
yummy.
And then we literally take this to the oven. Now, how long did that take me? I should have had the producer give me a clock. That was less than 60 seconds, I think, to basically make a delicious, tasty lasagna. And all I needed was just 4 bags of ingredients, and I just dumped it all together.
Is this crazy? We're gonna give you both books. This is not a choice. You get both books. You get dinner and you get the desserts. You need to try the one with the berries and the cake mix and the soda. I still don't get the soda, but it is absolutely going to be your favorite thing. Why make every meal difficult? You know what? There's sometimes you wanna get in, you wanna do the whole gourmet thing, and that's great. But there are other times it's gotta be quick, easy, fast, and this is the way to go. But you're gonna get all of these recipes. How many recipes? 500?
Over 500 recipes with 2 of them. Yep.
Okay.
Now here's the lasagna we just made.
Let me just give you a quick update, guys. Over 1,000 people in the ordering process and people picking up several sets at a time of these. If you want this with the 2 flex payments only for the rest of this hour.
How about that for lasagna? I mean, that took me, imagine making lasagna in 60 seconds, dumping it all in the pan, throwing it in the oven and going and living your life. I remember, you know, as a kid, my mom making all these casseroles. That's what this is. It's kind of that throwback to just dumping everything into a pan and going.
Show me some of the things down there.
Oh, absolutely. So we have our dump brownies down here where we've literally made brownies with marshmallows and chocolate chips. We have our dump pasta, our chicken primavera down here. We have our dump breakfast pizza. I mean, a breakfast pizza. You just dump it all together. We actually made burgers. So this is our dump meatloaf burgers. I mean, all of these recipes are 3 minutes or under. I mean, just to prepare. And they all have 3 steps or less. How's that lasagna tasting?
It's yummy. I'm going back to that cobbler.
And now we're about to make another dessert. I know we're running short on time,
Don't forget that little plate. I'm going back to the cobbler, okay?
That's the thing.
This is so good. It's crazy.
Imagine preparing a cake in about 60 seconds, preparing the entire cake. Now, here is our raspberry cake. Oh, we're running out of time, but here is...
Okay, can you do it? Can you make it?
We can probably...
You can do it.
We need raspberry jam, we have chocolate chips, we have cake mix, and a little bit of butter, and that's all you need. And you literally dump it in. You don't even have to mix it around because
even mix it.
As it bakes, it all melds together and it mixes together.
You don't even dirty up a spoon.
You don't... That's right. The cleanup is just that easy. It's that simple.
I love it. You're gonna love this. Did you see how short the recipes are? Because it's just open and dump.
Yeah, it's open
and dump.
That's why we call it. Everybody's like, dump cakes, dump dinners, yes. Dump. How many times can we say that today?
I don't know. But
that's what it's called. You just open it and dump it in.
Your shopping cart right now and get it home. Both of them, the dinners and the dessert, express ordering. Oh my gosh, I've got 1,500 people ordering this right now. I hope that my mom is one of them because she's gonna love it, you know? She's just at a point where she just opens. Okay.
Fast, easy, and delicious and healthy. Let's get healthy again. Give our families a full meal.
You're coming back and you're making that one, okay?
I'll go put this in the oven for you.
Thank you so much. You're coming back?
Yes.
Oh, wait till you see what she has coming up. Stay in the ordering process.